like, fun fact, this is like the third time I'm recording this because I was making good progress and then I just kind of like saw exactly how many cards were here and I was like, I should probably split this into parts. But let's go. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Arrows, and as you saw in my little funny anecdote before the start of the video, this is the third time recording this. I thought I was making progress, and then I looked down and saw how much of the set was left. So we're going to split this up into a couple of parts because I don't think anybody wants to watch me blab on about Digimon cards for an hour or more. So we are looking at the Time Stranger set. We're going to split it up into 2 colors per video. I think that covers everything. And then we'll do like tamers and option cards at the end. Yeah, we'll split up 2 Digimon colors for Digimon, and then we'll do tamers and options at the end. So we're going to start off with red, and by proxy, dual color cards that are red to start, like where the red is before the other color, like on this Greymon, where it's like red before black. And we'll be doing blue, and we'll cover the eggs as well. So let's get into it. Time Stranger, if you do not know, has its pre-releases this weekend, with the set releasing next week. And honestly, I really like the set. I've looked over the set a couple times, and not just for recording the video, but I've looked over the set a couple times, and the set just seems really, really good to me. But I am a Digimon noob, and so this is a Digimon Noobs look at BT24. This is Art 1, eggs, red and blue. Let's get into it, starting off with Digimon. Digimon is a red Digiegg, level 2. Has the Liberator trait, and with the inherited effect that once per turn, when it's your opponent's security stack is removed from, you may delete one of their Digimon with 3,000 or less DP. Now, on its own, that does not seem very interesting, but as it usually goes with dedicated lines in Digimon, generally the next levels will have very similar effects for this, and it just makes it really good. Next, we have our blue egg Bukamon, and I think this is probably one of the best eggs. I think maybe for Time Stranger, you're running either this or Wanyamon, maybe a combination of the two, because I think they're both really, really good. Bukamon is our blue egg. It has the inherited effect end of your turn, once per turn. By paying 1 cost, this is a blue Digimon with the Time Stranger trait unsuspends. Really good. Then we have Sunomon. Sunomon also has the Time Stranger trait, and it has the inherited effect on our turn, once per turn. When your security stack is removed from, this Digimon may digivolve into a Shaman trait Digimon card in the hand with the cost reduced by 1. This is also really good. All these eggs are pretty solid in my opinion, the noob's opinion. Wanyamon, I think I don't know how I would play this. I'm a noob here. I would maybe run 3 Bukamon and 2 Wanyamon as my eggs, or 4 and 1, because I think this Wanyamon is also really good. It has the inherited effect on our turn, once per turn. When any of our Iliad trait Digimon are played, we get to draw 1 card. So I think this is also really, really good. Oh, I skipped one. Koyomon is a Digimon with the X antibody, the Digi Police, and the Seekers traits, and then it has the inherited effect on our turn, once per turn. When tamer cards are placed in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, return the revealed cards to the top or the bottom of the deck. I think this is good. I don't know much about this theme in general, so it could be really bad for all I know. Atmon is our purple egg. It is a Atmon system tap. Your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon gets linked, draw 1 and trash 1 of your cards in your hand. Seems pretty solid. Drawing cards is always really good. Then we have, in my opinion, one of the best eggs in this set for this theme. I think Titans are going to be strong, and I think this egg just gets you off to such an amazing start. And then your turn, once per turn, when level 4 or higher Digimon cards with the Demon or Titan trait are trashed from your hand, you may play one of them with the play cost reduced by 2. I don't think this is just good in Titans. This is good in any deck that you trash cards from your hand that are like the demons. Like, I think Itmon is a demon. I think you can play it, and I think this is a really, really, really good egg. And then getting into our red and red dual colors. Again, like I said, where the red is like in front of the other color. That's how I'm doing this. Please bear with the noobness. I promise I'll get better as we go. Starting off, we have Elizamon. Elizamon is a 3 cost to play, or you can digivolve it from a Digiegg, red Digiegg for 0. Has 2000 DP, and then on play by trashing 1 card with the Reptile, Dragonkin, or Liberator trait from your hand. We get to draw 2. A lot of themes have these, so we love drawing cards. And then on our turn, once per turn, when our opponent's security stack is removed from, we gain 1 memory. Again, works in really nicely with the Digimon. We'll get to blow something else up potentially too, which is super good. Getting into our first Titan for this set review, we are looking at Greymon. Again, and I guess I should have pointed this out beforehand before we started, or in any of the other attempts I made to record this video. If you are playing Time Stranger, or you're just starting Time Stranger, or you have plans on playing Time Stranger, and you haven't been spoiled by anything from the game just yet, I'm okay with reviewing this stuff, even though I'm not super far in Time Stranger, because I have seen spoilers, because Digimon is all over my TikTok feed, because I have a problem. But if you haven't, you can walk away from the video. I will not fault you. I always want to try and keep spoilers off of everything we do here. So please, if you haven't gotten very far in the game, or you haven't played it yet, but you are planning on playing it and you don't want to be spoiled, head on out. I do not hold it against you. But this Greymon, on the other hand, is very good. It is a 5 red, and it is a 5 cost to play red black Digimon. It also digivolves from a level 3 red or black for 3, or it digivolves from a level 3 with Agumon in its name, or with the Time Stranger trait for 2. I really like this is one of the things I've been really liking about Digimon going further, when they have like alternating Digivolution costs that are better than the main one. I think that's really good. I think it really opens up a lot of different play lines. This has blocker, which means it can be tapped to take an attack from one of your opponent's Digimon. And on deletion, it digivolves one of your opponent's Digimon, which is cool. It also has the inherited effect to give the Digimon that digivolves from it raid. Raid says when this Digimon attacks, you can choose to attack one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with the highest DP instead. That is a pretty nifty ability if there is a threat you want to get off your opponent's field before they can really with it. We have Cyclonemon, who is another 5 cost to play. He's a red, level 4. He has Dragonkin, Iliad, and Time Stranger as his traits. Digivolves from a level 3 red for 2, or digivolves from a level 3 with Time Stranger in its traits for 2. It has Rush and Raid. Rush means it can attack the turn it's played. Raid, we've just talked about Raid. And then it has Raid as an inherited effect. I personally like this Greymon better than this Cyclonemon. So if you're going to incorporate one of these two into your decks, I think this one is the better option. It's a Titan, so it gets all that cool little extra abilities off of other Titan cards that do stuff for Titans. So I think this is just a really, really good card. This is pretty good, but the Greymon is just better than it in every way, shape, or form, in my opinion. We're going to look at our level 4 Dimetromon. It is a reptile and a liberator. It digivolves from a red for a level 3 red for 2, or you can play it for 4. And it has 4000 DP. It's a blocker. And then when any of your other Digimon with the Reptile or Dragonkin trait would leave the battle area by your opponent's effects, by returning this Digimon to the hand, they don't leave. If you have something on your field that you really want to protect, you can bounce this back to keep it alive. Then it has another inherited effect once per turn. When your opponent's security stack is removed from, gain 1 memory. Looking at our next Titan, we are looking at Fugamon. Fugamon is a level 4 red and purple Digimon. The Demon, Titan, and a TS. You can play it for 4 from a red for red purple. Not that have mana in this game. Or you can digivolve it from a level 3 red or purple for 3, or a level 3 with a demon or the Time Stranger trait for 2. When this card is trashed from the hand, if you have 5 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1. And then when on play or when attacking, once per turn by trashing 1 card from your hand, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 or less. This is super good with the Sunomon. Every time you discard with the Fugumon, you have the ability once per turn to play a demon or a titan trait that you've discarded from your hand for a reduced cost of 2. That is really good. You discard this Greymon, you can play it for 3. You discard other titans that we're going to look at as we get further into the set review. Discard those, you get to play them for a reduced cost. I think this is super good. Then we are looking at AGO Chusmon. Again, like I said, I've been spoiled from Time Stranger because my feed is usually all Digimon. So we have AGO Chusmon. We try saying that 5 times fast. It digivolves from a level 4 yellow or red, or you can play it for 8. It digivolves from Agiomon for a cost of 3. It has security, attack +1, and it has decode Agiomon. So when this Digimon would leave the battlefield other than by battle, you may play one Agiomon from its Digivolution cards without paying the cost. Cool, kind of lets you keep going with this card as you play. And then when Digivolving, one of your Digimon gets minus 5,000 DP for the turn. Then if you have 3 or fewer security cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 7,000 DP or less. This seems really good. Deleting stuff with and it's cool because you do it afterwards. So if you have something on the field that has like 11,000, first delete it, take it down by 5,000, then you can delete it if it's that big of a threat. And then as inherited effect, it also has decode. So if something that devolves on top of this gets deleted, you can play Agiomon from its Digimon. Seems pretty good. Next, we have Metal Greymon. He is a Cyborg Titan TS, play cost of 7. Keep in mind, if this gets discarded from your hand, you can play it for 5. And then, it digivolves from a level 4 red or a level 4 black, or it digivolves from a level 4 Greymon, or a level 4 with Time Stranger for a cost of 3. Again, alternating Digivolution. Security. If your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon, play this card without battling and without paying the cost. So if this gets revealed as your security, you can play it. Super cool. As blocker, like the Greymon. And then on all turns, once per turn, when attack targets change, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. So if you've Digivolved on something else that has raid, change your target. This will blow up something else. And then when attacking, once per turn, delete one of your opponent's Digimon blocker. That is the inherited effect. That seems pretty good. Next, we have Lamiamon, and this is where this is like when I was looking at this, I don't think I really read these cards properly. So I wasn't really looking at like this line, but now I'm looking at this line because this is really good. So from your hand in the main, if you have Owen Dreadnought on the field, that's a tamer. We'll cover that when we get to our tamers and options section. If you have Owen Dreadnought, by placing one Dimetromon from your trash as any of your Elizamon's bottom Digivolution cards, it digivolves into this card for a Digivolution cost of 3, ignoring Digivolution requirements. So if you have a Dimetromon in the discard pile, and say it got taken from security, it's in the discard pile, you have an Owen Dreadnought out, you can take that Dimetromon, put it underneath an Elizamon who's a level 3, and digivolve straight to this Lamiamon. That is real good. And then when digivolving, when attacking, once per turn, your opponent places one card from their hand as the bottom of their security stack, and then they trash the top card. Really good. This is really good because it triggers all of your inherited effects from Dimetromon and Elizamon and Digimon if you've used that egg. Like, just really good. This is just a really good line. I love it. And then when we already talked about it. And then it's an inherited effect all turns once per turn. When your opponent's security stack is removed from, you may play one 5,000 DP or lower reptile or dragonkin Digimon from your hand without paying the cost. Just really good. Everything on this line just works so nicely with each other, including the level 6 Medusamon. Medusamon, you can play it for 11. Why you would. Or you can play Digivolve it on level 5 for 3. It has 11,000 DP, raid, progress, and piercing. Progress says when this Digimon attacks, it is unaffected by effects by opponent's effects. So if your opponent blasts Digivolutions, something to try to get rid of it, doesn't work. That's the best example I can think of. There's probably better examples out there, but that's the best one I can. When Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's lowest DP Digimon. Then, by returning 2 cards from their trash to the bottom of the deck, they play 2 petrification tokens, which are Digimon, white, 3,000 DP, and on your turn, this Digimon can't suspend. And on deletion, trash the top of your security guard. After this, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP for each of your opponent's Digimon until their turn ends. This is really, really good. This combos up so nicely with the rest of the line. If you that when this is just it's just really good. Like, you take something out of your opponent's security, like if you Digivolve from Digimon and you take a security, all these inherited effects are going to go off. You're going to gain memory. You're going to get to play Digimon. This Digimon is suddenly super useful because it's going to delete one of those 3,000 petrification tokens, and that is going to make them trash the top card of their security. This is just a really fun lineup, and I definitely think this is kind of what I'm going to build. I really, really like this deck. And then it has a level 7 in Styrakomon. Styrakomon is a Dragonkin Liberator. We're showing you the alternate art because it's a badass picture. It is, you can play it for 14, although I don't know why you would. Digivolves from a level 6 for 4. Or while you have Owen Dreadnought, you can Digivolve it from Lamiamon, which means you can skip Medusamon and for 6. I definitely misread that the first time I was recording this. You can skip Medusamon and go right into this for 6. It has Progress, which we just talked about. Piercing, which means when it deals damage to opponent's Digimon, you'll get to take a security card. It has Blocker, which means you can block. And then it has Armor Purge, which means if it gets deleted, you can delete the card under it to keep it alive. And then when Digivolving, you may trash any of your opponent's security cards. Then this Digimon may unsuspend. All turns, once per turn, when your opponent's security stack is removed from you, you may delete one of their Digimon. All turns, once per turn, when any of your Reptile, Dragonkin trait Digimon would leave the battle area by deleting one of your opponent's lowest DP Digimon, they don't leave. This is disgusting. It's so good. It's so good. I'm totally here for this. I am totally here for this. This is the regular art, which is still kind of badass, but like, totally here for this. Totally here for this. I love it. I love it. Getting into our blue and blue dual colors, we're starting with Kamimon. It is a level 3 blue Cyborg Iliad Time Stranger. It also has a rule that it also has the aquatic type as well. This is important. And then you can play it for 3, or you can Digivolve it from a level 2 blue for 0, or you can Digivolve it from a level 2 Time Stranger trait for 0. When this Digimon would Digivolve into a blue Digimon card with the TS trait, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. Really important, because then you get any champions out for much less. Is super important. Then we go into Gomamon. Look at that smug little smile. We're here for it. Gomamon has 1,000 DP. Digivolves from a level 2 blue for 0, or a level 2 with the TS trait for 0. But you want to play this little guy, because on play, you get to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with the Sea Beast, or Shaman trait, or Aquatic, or Sea Animal in any of its traits, and 1 card with the TS trait among them to your hand, and return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Every really great theme has one of these, like, great searchers. Adventure has Biomon. Takuyamon has a bunch of Renamon that do this. Imperial Dramon has a bunch of Vmons that search you for free traits and tamers. Hoodimon has Gatomon, which searches for a bunch of stuff. This is always a really good effect. So you definitely want to be running this. If you're playing this color, and this theme, you definitely want to be running this. It's just so good. This version of the theme anyway. And then it has Sea Beast, Iliad, Adamas, and TS. Adamas, if you're unfamiliar with Time Stranger, is the the group that you work for. And its inherited effect is also really good. Once per turn, when this Digimon unsuspends, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1. We love drawing cards. Drawing cards is always real good. Going in next, we have Gomamon's Evolution Ikakumon, even though this is Digimon and Gomamon can literally evolve into everything. It's a play to, you can play it for 6, or you can Digivolve it from a level 3 blue for 2, or a level 3 with a TS trait for a cost of 2. 6,000 DP. It has jamming. Jamming says when it attacks a security. Now, in Digimon, I should have explained this before. In Digimon, when you attack a security with a Digimon, if the Digimon that is revealed has more DP than the attacking Digimon, then your attacking Digimon gets deleted. This is not the case with cards with jamming. Cards with jamming prevent that effect. So, it also has a really good effect. On play, or when Digivolving, crash the top 2 Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then, one of their Digimon with as many or fewer Digivolution cards as a Digimon can't suspend until their turn ends. They can't attack with it. They have to sit there. I don't think Digivolving, if they Digivolve it, I don't think it cancels its effect. I don't know. I'm not 100% fluent on Digimon rules just yet. Give me a minute. This is a really good effect. And then it also has the Gomamon effect. On your turn, once per turn, if your Digimon suspends and you have fewer than 7 cards, draw 1. And we have Kalmaramon. She is a Titan, aquatic, TS. She Digivolves from a level 3 blue for 3, or a Latamon for 1, or a level 3 with Time Stranger for 3. She has 7,000 DP. On play or when Digivolving, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Then, if played by effects, one of their Digimon or Tamers can't spend until their turn ends. She also has a blocker and decode Latamon. So when she gets deleted, if there's a Latamon in her Digivolution cards, you can play that Latamon for free. And her inherent effect is she gives the Digimon that Digivolves into her jamming, which is good. Next, we have Submarimon. Digivolves from a level 3 blue or yellow for 3, or you can play it for 5. It has 5,000 DP. And it has Armor Purge. Armor Purge says when it would be deleted, you can take the top card of its Digimon Evolution line out and it won't be deleted. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like I'm telling you guys the wrong thing for Armor Purge. Hold on. Yes, no, I'm right. Haha, I'm right. So yeah, it'll top the top Digivolution card to prevent its deletion. It'll trash it, and then when attacking, once per turn, you may play 1 Tamer card with the TS trait from your hand with the play cost reduced by 2. And then, yeah. So if you're playing Tamers for cheaper is always good. Tamers generally are 3 or 4 or higher cost. So if you can play them for cheaper, it's definitely worth it. No inherited effect on the Submarimon, but honestly, it's really good on its own. If you don't want to go the Armadillomon route, you can Digivolve it from this Kamimon to give it jamming. She won't die when it takes security stack. So, pretty good card. Next, we have Shalmon. Now, this is where like the blue, like Iliad Digimon deck really starts to come into play. Like you really start to feel it like going off in your head. Shalmon, you can play for 4, or you can Digivolve from a level 3 blue for 2, or you can Digivolve from a level 3 TS trait for 2. On your turn, when any of your other blue Digimon with the TS trait unsuspends, this Digimon may Digivolve into Venusmon in the hand, ignoring level. So you can go right from this level 4 shell to Venusmon's down here. We'll look at Venusmon when we get into our yellow review. To this Venusmon, which is great. You skip the ultimate, which is super good. And then it has jamming as an inherited effect. So that Venusmon has jamming. And then at the end of your turn, once per turn, one of your other Digimon with the TS trait may unsuspend. So when that happens, you can Digivolve this into Venusmon. Really good. Really, really good. I love this deck. I love this deck. Speaking of Titans and cool decks, we have Hyugamon. Hyugamon is a blue and purple. You can play it for 4. Or you can Digivolve it from a level 3 blue or purple for 3. Or you can Digivolve it from a level 3 demon or a TS trait for the cost of 2. Same effect as Fugamon. When this card is trashed from the hand, if you have 5 or fewer cards in your hand, draw 1. Then on play, when attacking, once per turn by trashing 1 card in your hand, one of your Digimon with the Demon, Shaman, or Titan trait gains jamming and blocker until your opponent's turn ends. And then as a rule, this also has a demon trait. It also has an inherited effect. Now that I'm here, I don't know if we talked about Fugamon's inherited effect, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as Hyugamon. When your hand is trashed, this demon or Titan Digimon may digivolve into a Titamon or a Titan trait Digimon in the trash with the devolution cost reduced by 1. So Titamon or a Titan for reduced Digivolution cost is always good. We have Lanamon. Lanamon and Calamaramon work really well together. Lanamon digivolves from Calamaramon for a cost of 0, or a level 3 with the TS trait for a cost of 2, or a blue Digimon for a cost of 2. It's 5 to play on its own, 5,000 DP. On play, by placing 1 level 4 lower blue TS trait Digimon from your hand as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card, one of your blue TS trait Digimon can't be deleted in battle until your turn ends. This is really cool. You can put Calamaramon underneath to give something jamming. It's really good. You could put one of these underneath to let you draw cards when something unsuspends. Again, you can put this underneath for jamming. Interesting stuff. Next, we have Diramon. Diramon and Shellmon work so well together. Like, so good. Okay. Diramon, in my opinion, is like, and Shellmon are like, they're the play. So Diramon is a 6 cost to play, a 6,000 DP. Digivolves from a blue Digimon for 3, or a Aqua or Sea Animal, level 4 in any trait, or with a Time Stranger for 3. On play, when digivolving, by placing 1 level 5 or lower blue TS trait Digimon card from your hand as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card until your opponent's turn ends. This Digimon can't be deleted in battle and gain blocker. Then on your turn, when this Digimon unsuspends, it may digivolve into Neptunemon in the hand without paying the cost. And that's really good. Neptunemon is really good. Neptunemon and Venusmon, that is the deck. And it is going to be super, super good. And then also on your turn, no, we already talked about that. And also an inherited effect when attacking. Once per turn, you may play 1 level 4 or lower blue Digimon with the TS trait from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. Just so good. You could digivolve from Shellmon, and then you can play Shellmon. And then when at the end of your turn, when one of your Digimon with a TS trait may unsuspend, it's still your turn. Your turn. When this Digimon unsuspends, it digivolves into Neptunemon without paying the cost. This digivolves into Venusmon without paying the cost. Evolves into Venusmon in the hand without ignoring level. So you've just put 2 megas on the field going into your opponent's turn. So good. So good. Then we have Waymon. Waymon is 7 to play. 7,000 DP, blue, Sea Animal, Iliad, TS. Digivolves from a blue level 4 for 3, or digivolves from a level 4 with TS trait for 3. And then on play, when digivolving, by placing 1 play cost 5 or lower card with the Sea Beast, or TS trait, or Aqua, or Sea Animal in any of its traits from your hand as this bottom card. One of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can suspend until the turn ends. Then at the end of the attack, once per turn, you may play 1 5 cost or lower TS trait from this Digimon's solution cards without paying the cost. Inherited trait, when attacking once per turn, you may play 1 level 4 or lower blue Digimon with the TS trait from this cards without paying the cost. Pretty straightforward. Then we have the big boy, the big boss, Neptunemon. When this card would be played if your opponent has 2 or more Digimon reduced to play cost by 5, putting it from 12 to 6, or you can digivolve it from a level 5 blue or black Digimon for 4, or you can digivolve from a level 5 with Aqua or Sea Animal and any of its traits, or with TS for a cost of 3. On play, when digivolving, return all of your opponent's Digimon with the fewest Digivolution cards to the bottom of the deck. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon suspends, it may unsuspend. And then all turns, when any of your Digimon with the TS trait, or Aqua, or Sea Animal, and any of their traits would leave the battle area by your opponent's effects, by suspending this Digimon, they don't leave. And then as a trait, this Digimon also has the Aquatic type. It is also a Shaman, Olympus 12, and Iliad, and TS. So it gets all the sweet traits from this set. So there you go, guys. This is the blue and red and the eggs from the set. Next, we'll do the yellow and the green, and then we'll finish it off with the black and the purple. and then we will go into the options and tamers. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Hopefully you guys stick in for the rest of this series. Again, this is a noobs um example of what I feel this deck is. I think Titans are going to be really really good. I think blue yellow is like the play. Like being able to digivolve Shellmon into Venusmon is awesome. Being able to digivolve um Divermon into Neptunemon right away on the same turn. It just seems really, really good to me. The demon, the Titan stuff seems really good. Elizamon as a deck seems amazing. I think Styrakomon is a amazing card. I think Medusamon is fantastic. This is just a really good set so far from what we've looked at. But tune in next time where we'll be talking about yellow and green. I said yellow and green, and then we'll do blue and black and purple. Hopefully you guys like the video. Don't forget to like the channel. Sorry, subscribe to the channel. Wow. Like the video. And don't forget to ding the notification bell so you can be alerted whenever we post any card game content. I'm Arrows TCG. I love card games. So we're going to have fun and post content about the card games I love. Spoilers, there's a lot of them. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight or watching the video whenever you're watching, hanging out, being a part of the ever growing love of this channel. I appreciate one of you. Stay safe out there, everybody, and I will see you when I see you. Also, go and play some card games because they're a ton of fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.